Hello, everybody. Welcome to the It Doesn't Matter podcast. I'm your host. I'm Notorious IDM Dom, and today it's a two-man show. We a two-man band. I'm here, my partner, the man with all the knowledge. I'm here with StrapFacts, John. John, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, Dom, how's it going over there in New London?
It's quiet on my end. How about your side of town?
Just wait a minute. It'll turn up any second now.
All right. Well, today we are taking it back to 2018, WWE Evolution. This is the first time we have an all-women's show. The reason why we're doing Evolution is, Evolution is back in 2025 in Atlanta, GA. We won't be there. We'll be somewhere else, but it doesn't matter. But 2018, this show definitely does matter. This is the first time we have an all-women's show. The women at this time, they've been stepping up to the plate. They're more than just sex symbols. They are proving that they can do anything that a man can do. What do you think, John?
Well, I mean, let's why did this pay-per-view exist? You know, did they just conjure it out of the goodness of their heart, or the hard work of the hardworking women of the WWE? You know, well, at the time, remember, this is 2018, just like you said, 7 years ago between shows of this nature. But in 2018, WWE is a very different WWE. It's a very different pro wrestling landscape than it is now. And one of those things was, you know, they first started going to Saudi Arabia at that time. And you know, at the time, only the men were wrestling in Saudi Arabia. And slowly but surely, I think it was Lacey Evans and Natalya being the first in long t-shirts, 5XL, to make him look bigger. Okay. So, you know, it was not fair for the the evolution of the women's division to not have their own show. So that's why they created a show, a pay-per-view with just them on it. And they had it in, Long Island, I believe.
Uniondale, New York.
Uniondale, New York. And, for whatever the real reasons may have been or not, they developed this show, and it was an interesting concept, and it was a winning concept, if you ask me. It was a fun show, as we'll get into. So, Dom, what have we got going on with Evolution 2018?
All right, we have the GOAT, Michael Cole, Renee Young, and Beth Phoenix on commentary. And our opening match is a tag team match. We have my girl, Trish Stratus, and Lita taking on Mickie James and Alicia Fox.
Yes, long-standing rivalry between these four. Not really.
No. We have the rivalry between Trish and Mickie James, but Alexa Bliss was supposed to be in this match, but she was injured. Do you know what her injury was at the time?
Feels like it had been a concussion, or who knows, because she got a little involved. But whatever the injury was, Alexa Bliss, she was very, something bothered her. She took time off for it, that's for sure. So she was always in and out of the business here. But it was supposed to be, Trish and Alexa Bliss one-on-one, but it turned into this tag team match. And, hey, it went from 2 people getting paid to 4 people getting paid. So good for them.
At this time, Alicia Fox, she was the longest tenure female on the roster in 2018. And back to the match. It was very fun seeing Lita and Trish tag up, and they revisited the feud between Mickie James and Trish Stratus. I remember back in the day, Mickie James, she was that stalker, and then she kissed Trish, and it just took off. Mickie James did her own damn thing, and basically it was a fun opening match. The right team won, Trish Stratus and Lita. Lita hit the twist of fate, followed by the moonsault. Trish with the chick kick, and they get the win. Can't go wrong. That's how you get the crowd all hyped up and get them excited and give that nostalgic feel to it,
And leave all the fans walking away with some sort of satisfaction.
Whoa. Yes. So after this match, we see the Bella twins, Nikki Bella and Brie Bella, and they are out there basically saying they're going to dedicate their match to Ronda Rousey's mom, and she can be an honorary member of the Bella Army. What happened to Ronda Rousey's mom? Do you recall?
Well, Ronda Rousey's mom, I could have my facts all messed up here, but I believe she was in the Olympics also. She was an Olympian in judo, just like Ronda Rousey, her daughter, would be. And, growing up a high caliber athlete, I mean, I didn't grow up in a household that was full of high caliber athletes, so I couldn't say, but, Ronda Rousey did write 2 books. The first one covered mostly her MMA career. The second book covered her WWE pro wrestling career. So I only wanted to read the second one. I didn't read the first one. So I bet there's more detailed involving her relationship with her mother in that one. But just from what I can gather, she was, I thought they didn't get along, but, just because you don't get along doesn't mean there's not some respect there. So, Ronda Rousey's mom teaching her a lot to how to be a good fighter, a good, athlete, and, a good, like I said, a good fighter overall. But that's Ronda Rousey's mom. But I was thinking of the Bella's mom dating John Laurinaitis, but I think that's a whole different story. So let's get out of that.
Are they still together?
I don't think so, buddy.
He a snitch anyway. So. You don't want him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, our next match, we have a 20-woman battle royal, and we have Naomi, Michelle McCool, Sonya Deville, Alundra Blaze, and John. When I seen Alundra Blaze come out, she did not look like Alundra Blaze from 1995. I know that's your girl right there, but my God, her character in WWE 2K now, she looks like this version right here. They couldn't put the 94, 95 version of Alundra Blaze in the game.
What she's the 2018 Alundra Blaze in the game?
Yeah, look her up.
All right, wow.
Look her
up. I mean, what an outfit! It looks like she bought every last bit of clearance item at Joann Fabrics before they closed. But yeah, no, I really like Alundra Blaze. She has a documentary on Peacock that not many people have seen. It's really good in my opinion. So watching that made me sympathize with her plight. And I'm a big fan of Medusa, Alundra Blaze, in her match. Again, just all it takes sometimes is one match, one star-making performance, and that was her versus Bull Nakano at SummerSlam 94, ahead of its time by 25 years. Incredible match. But look at that. That's the kind of stuff they were doing in Japan at that time in the 1994 WWF. So mad respect for Alundra Blaze.
Wrestling that made us.
Oh, Jesus.
StrapFacts. After we get some chowder fries.
Like a good wine, it pairs well with a Steiner Brothers match.
All right, so we got Naomi, Michelle McCool, Sonya Deville, Alundra Blaze, Carmella, Zelina Vega, Kelly, Tamina, Ember Moon, Lana, Maria Kanellis, Mandy Rose, Molly Holly, Dana Brooke, Nia Jax, Ivory, Asuka, Tori Wilson, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, the Iconics. Yes. So that was it was fun. You know what? For this being an all women's pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call it, this is more about the nostalgia. Everybody wanted to see the past. So when Alundra Blaze had her little pop when she came out, Ivory, she had a big pop, and
Molly Holly got a huge pop.
Molly Holly with some huge hips.
Shelton Benjamin, those hips gonna hurt somebody.
Yes, sir.
I really enjoy this battle royal. I mean, you're popping nostalgia hard for all the entrances, so that's what I was enjoying the most. That's what makes this battle royal so rewatchable, and I have rewatched it many times, and I enjoy it every single time. And I mean, it's unfortunate that they did the same thing earlier in the year, the first ever women's Royal Rumble, so it was just kind of playing the greatest hits again, But I just absolutely love Molly Holly, that's for sure.
I met her. Did you meet her?
No, I haven't.
No? Met her at Access WrestleMania, I think 30. Yes. I want to say. All right, well, they do everything they have to do. They did the quadruple suplex. All the chicks laid out, and Carmella at this time She was partners with. They had the mixed match challenge back in the day, which they should bring back. That'd be pretty cool. Carmella's partner at the time was our guy, R-Truth, and everybody's laid out. You know what time it is? It's time for a dance break. So Carmella getting her dance on. R-Truth, he's in the crowd. He's dancing too. Ivory, she did some type of dance, some Tina Ferrari type dance from Glow, and yeah. But long story short, Nia Jax's she got the win.
She was still a face, I think, at this time, so she got a pretty good face pop for tossing out Ember Moon and Athena at the same time. Imagine that.
At
Inside
the
joke.
same damn time. Yes, Nia Jax with the win. The Rock's mother, Ata, she's in the front row cheering, and yeah, it was fun. Nice little fun segment so far. They 2 for 2 right now. I'm enjoying it.
Happy show.
Yeah, it's a happy show. And our next match is for the Mae Young Classic. It's the final. We have y'all know her as Io Sky, but me and John know her as Io Shirai, and she's going against Timeless. Nope, excuse me. She's going against Toni Storm, not Timeless Toni Storm, just Toni Storm.
Yes.
A great ass match between these two, and it's crazy. I know what she did in NXT UK. I know, basically she's in NXT UK. But can you tell me, what did she do on the main roster? Did she have any main roster success? Because I really don't remember Toni Storm's time in WWE.
If you're talking about NXT UK, if you're talking about NXT sometime around 18 and 19, it was just a period of those shows. I never watched NXT UK, and eventually I just stopped watching NXT, the weekly series. So her time there, and especially if she was there during the pandemic also, because they had to shut down the world, of course. So I just didn't watch that. I didn't watch any Thunderdome NXT. So, and she was a big part of that, and so I just missed out on a lot. But from if you're talking about the main roster, she did get, once they brought the fans back, she was on the main roster. She had a very brief feud with Charlotte Flair involving a large piece of cake. And not the cake that she has on her body, but an actual, a birthday cake. And then allegedly she just walked out. She just I quit. She quit the WWE, and she turned up in AEW. And as legend has it, 5-star wrestling journalist Dave Meltzer, he was watching the show with someone, and his associate saw Toni Storm do a promo and says, "She's going nowhere." That's how bad of a promo Toni Storm was at one time. And don't write anyone off. Don't ever write anyone off. Doesn't matter if you're Austin Theory, if you're Karrion Kross. Don't write anyone off. They could always come back and show what they got, because now she's AEW Women's World Champion. Timeless Toni Storm, arguably the top star, men or women, in AEW right now. So there you go. But again, I still liked her gimmick. I liked her theme song. I liked her whole bit in from what I saw of it in WWE. But hey, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be.
Well, if you like Io Sky, if you love Toni Storm, definitely check out this Mae Young Classic Finals match. This is a good ass match right here. Toni Storm gets the win. After the match, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and Sarah Del Rey, they give her trophy and present her some flowers too. So definitely check this match out.
Thumbs up.
For sure. 3 for 3. They doing the damn thing right now. So our next match, we have the Riot Squad. If you guys remember the Riot Squad is Ruby Riott. What's her name in
Sarah Logan.
What's her name in AEW? Ruby Riott.
Ruby Soho.
Ruby Soho. Is she back yet from the baby?
No. No ho.
Alrighty. No ho. All right. So it's Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, recently released, and Liv Morgan. And this is not the Liv Morgan that you see nowadays. This is Liv Morgan with bright pink hair and rocking Jordans, and she ain't really showing the goods. But it is what it is. At this time, she was still adorable, but she ain't Liv Morgan now.
That's the Liv Morgan I liked.
What, back then?
Yeah, that's the Liv Morgan I like. I didn't like her transformation. She's obviously, she had a very unfortunate injury just recently, but and she's arguably a huge star right now. But I still liked her much more as the pink wearing Suicide Squad, Liv Morgan from the Riot Squad. So that's just me, though.
All right, that's good to know. That's your opinion, and yeah, very, very good. I prefer her now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because
we'll see. I think most people probably do. That's why she's very over. But no, I liked her here, and like I said, they're babies. A lot of them, because a lot of them, they went to AEW or half the rosters in AEW. So it's just like they're babies here. It's crazy to watch.
Yes, Liv Morgan is a baby right here, but I say once Alexa Bliss, either she was injured or she became a mother, Liv Morgan took that role. She took Alexa's spot, basically. And
yeah.
She blew up. Yeah. She blew up after that.
Hey, if you're short, blonde, and cute, it'll take you very far. Very, very far.
Yes. All right. Well, their opponents, they're going against the boss, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya.
Oh, man.
Poor Natalya.
Bayley is... See, also, this is the Bayley I prefer. I mean, okay, not really, but...
No, I prefer this Bayley. I prefer her, this wacky, silly, inflatable buddy type of Bayley. I prefer this Bayley.
I mean, I'm still surprised to this day that she has still the same awful music. I just think it's terrible. She doesn't have a gimmick. She gets respect for being, the four horsewomen. And you know what? I tell you what, in the news lately, because she did an interview, and she's like, I wasn't that close to Becky Lynch in the four horsemen. I wasn't that close to Charlotte. I was only close to Sasha, even though people lump us all together all the time. Man, that's just real life, and that happens. It's
you
hear that?
Yeah. That's Bayley.
Okay, you don't like my opinion of Bayley right now? Well, you shut your mouth, you car people. I know I'm broadcasting to the world. But I'm like, dude, that's just people are going crazy over it. I'm like, man, it's just because they're feuding right now. It's all storyline, man. And in a group of friends, you're always going to have, you can have a collective group of friends, but you can always have two that are closer to each other than the other two, the other three, That's just the way it is, But Bayley, like I said, I like the Liv Morgan of this era. I like the Bayley wrestling attire of this era too. Is much better than what we get now. Or as rest in peace, Ulysses called it the booty juice. So thirsty for the booty juice of Bayley. But to see her there with teaming with Sasha Banks and Natalya versus the Riot Squad, man, just takes you back. I was a big fan of the Riot Squad, so I was happy to see him. Yeah, I liked the Riot Squad.
It was stupid.
I didn't say they were great.
Their damn entrance. They run to the ring, just stop. And they get in the ring.
Kevin Owens called them out on that. It's like, I don't get it. Why do you do that? But they do it anyway. It's just like, that's just what we do. It's like, okay. It was corny as hell, but I really liked it.
All right. Well, this was a fun match. It was an interesting match. And Sasha and Bayley, they definitely got great chemistry. Sasha hit the backstabber on Ruby. And Ruby, instead of her going backwards, like everybody else does, she goes forward, and Bayley catch her with the Bayley to belly, but obviously that didn't work out. Sasha Banks, she's trying to get high risk at some point during the match. She goes for a sunset flips and falls real short. The girls catch her, and they threw her ass right into the barricade. And then they're working on Sasha. Who was it? I forgot. I think, was it Ruby or Liv on the top rope? They're getting ready to splash Sasha, and then Bayley basically sacrificed herself for her girl. But Sasha still kicked out.
Yeah.
But after all this, I ain't talking about Natalya because she didn't do shit. Had that double sharpshooter, which just looks stupid. It looks stupid whatsoever. But anyways, the finish of the match, we see Bayley going off the top rope with a diving elbow, and then Liv, I'll take that back. Natalya with the power bomb. Bayley goes up the top rope with the diving elbow, and then she does a suicide dive outside of the ring, taking out the rest of the Riot Squad. Then Sasha hits the frog splash. 1, 2, 3. The baby faces, they get the win.
Did you notice Michael Cole on commentary? Big fan of Ruby Riott. He was like, future women's champion right here. Well, didn't happen, but
he's a liar. I don't even know she's a tag champion, to be honest with you. I don't know.
So sad. But no, Michael Cole, said that on commentary. I was like, oh, look at that respect for Ruby Riott.
Yeah, he was praising her.
Yeah.
Because, she was unique looking. She had the different look. She had the Zack Ryder trunks with the one leg, which is dope. I used to like that shit, especially when Zack Ryder had it. But pause. But she's just different. But she... not my cup of tea. That's all I can say. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't getting canceled tonight. We got a long way to go.
Cool Hand Ange. That's his cup of tea. Oof. He'll take a refill, too.
Oof. All right. Well, our next match is for the NXT Championship. We have Shayna Baszler taking on the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane. Excuse me. Yes, Kairi Sane is the Pirate Princess, and I used to like her gimmick. You do you like her now or back then?
I was never a big Kairi Sane. Although I will say that her insane elbow was fire. Like sometimes you see a move in real life and in like a house show live event, you're like, ooh, yeah, So she could really nail that elbow. I don't know how she did it, but her finish was fire. But generally speaking, I just wasn't a huge fan of her. And but she's had glimpses of greatness, so she still has a lot of potential. So I'll give her that. But I just wasn't a huge fan of hers.
I don't know. I like the gimmick. Maybe because I was a fan of Captain Hook back in the day. And she came out with the treasure chest. She opened the treasure chest and the NXT title, and it was cool.
I mean, she had a gimmick, unlike Io Shirai, she just looks like every other Japanese wrestler that comes out of there. And it's so amazing to see her now versus back then. Someone taught her how to put on eye makeup.
She was beautiful back then, too. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I said it every single match so far. This was a good ass match. Shayna Baszler, she showed that she was the queen of spades. She was dominant. I wish we had this Shayna Baszler on the main roster. She got lost in the sauce. Vince ain't seen nothing with her, but she was good. She's beating everybody up. She had her girl. She had Jessamine Duke. She had Marina Shafir, who's killing it right now with the Death Riders and AEW. Not sure what happened to Jessamine Duke. Really don't matter. Her. She was unique. She was unique too. She looked like a badass. I don't know why at this show, Evolution, why we didn't get the horsewomen versus the other horsewomen. You could have had it.
I don't see it. I don't understand it.
The horsewomen of UFC and the horsewomen of WWE. But now you could have had now with TKO, you could definitely merge it. You definitely could.
I mean, I can imagine Triple H going to Shayna Baszler saying, listen, I'm a big fan of your work. Vince ain't going to push you. I'm going to give you as much of a push as I can. And then she goes to the main roster. And so it's unfortunate, but that's the truth. So
my God, Shayna was she was a threat in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to see the greatness of Shayna Baszler, check her NXT run out. She was good. She before they paired her in all these damn tag teams with Ronda Rousey, and if you want to see like a slight glimpse of how she was in NXT, check out her match. What was it, SummerSlam? Her Ronda Rousey's last match.
Yeah.
That you could see how she was at the time. Like she was stiff. She made everything look believable. She wasn't a great talker, but she was good. She was above average.
All right.
Yeah, but this match right here, you have the underdog who's your NXT champion, and you got Shayna Baszler, and they going back and forth whatsoever. But Shayna's girls, they want to interfere, and referee Jessica Carr acting like she can't see what's going on. She should have threw Marina out. Jessamine Duke, she's knocked out in the crowd. It is what it is. But Shayna Baszler, she had Kairi Sane, and what's her move?
The Karafuda clutch.
Yeah, the Karabuda clutch, whatever it's called. Yeah, had her in the Karabuda clutch twice, and the second time she didn't tap out. She got choked out. And it was believable. It was good stuff. Real good stuff.
Kind of short in some ways, actually.
You think so? I thought they had time. I don't know. It was maybe that I was so intrigued with it. It seemed like they had time.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Did you enjoy the match?
Oh yeah. No, like I said, this is like I said, glimpse back into time. You're seeing Shayna Baszler as the beast that she could be, and Kairi Sane as the and she was bulldozing people. So Kairi Sane was just another one of those people, kind of like Ember Moon. Like Ember Moon was like Shayna Baszler's bitch. She was Asuka's bitch too. So just add another one to her list, and you want to say, hey, go watch Shayna Baszler's NXT work. It's like, man, Asuka, I mean, she was great on the main roster, but she was great in NXT also. So very worthwhile to check them out there.
How you know you didn't watch NXT?
I watched it before these people.
Yeah, you was a Cassius Ohno fan.
Like 14, 15, 16, 17, and start trailing off around 18.
Ooh.
Boom.
Boom. Our next match is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Is the last women's standings match, which I think should have been the main event of the night because this match had a little bit of everything. We have your champion Becky Lynch taking on Charlotte Flair, and they're showing how Becky would do anything to keep that title and how she turned on her girl at the time, Charlotte Flair. My God, it was good. It was good. Both women had mixed reactions. Both chicks tried to one-up one another. We had weapons. We had tables, ladders, chairs. Oh, my. We had all of that. It was good.
We had a live burial at ringside. Becky Lynch tossing all kinds of demonry and weaponry all over Charlotte, trying to keep her down. But no, she would emerge from the hallowed hells of Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City. And but this is that's why they're on top of their game. That's why Charlotte is or was, Becky is or was, or why they could be. Not every, and Sasha Banks, all the horsewomen, honestly, they're all ring generals. Do they prove it or show it in every match that they have? No, but when they have to, they can. And this is just one when they had two of them. Irresistible force, immovable object going clash to clash. And this was a tremendous match. Just went all over the place. And, when you have two mega stars of equal proportion, you just don't know where it's going to go. And that's why this match was awesome.
Watching this match, the first time, I thought Charlotte was going to win it. But, my God, Becky, she did some dastardly things to Charlotte. And basically, the finish of the match, she powerbombed Charlotte off the top rope through a table, and Charlotte, she was struggling to get up for that count of 10, and Charlotte's your winner. This is another match. Definitely check out. Definitely. If you want to see violence, you want to see women go at it, check it out.
5 for 5, 6 for 6.
This show's on point.
Yeah.
This show is on point. Like I said, this match should have main evented because the next match is for your WWE Raw Women's Championship. You have Nikki Bella going against Ronda Rousey, John's girl, and I didn't look forward to this match because I knew what was going to happen in this match. And basically what happened in this match, Ronda ragdoll Nikki. And, yeah, I ain't going to lie. That little, she did it. It's like one of her signature moves. Like, it's like the, I don't know, like she like grab your arm, she like rolls and like scoop slam you. I always like that. That shit's pretty dope though.
Nikki or Ronda?
Ronda,
yeah, it's like a fireman's carry, roll through. Yeah. No, she had some slick moves, especially during her first year. We don't talk about her second time in the WWE, but that first year she was really good and didn't get the credit that she and respect she deserved from the WWE universe, but that's whatever it is. But this was this, unlike the match we just talked about, Becky and Charlotte, this was more of your WWE style match because of course you had Nikki Bella in there, and that's the style that she does and knows, and it tells a good story, but it's not tremendously convincing that Nikki was going to win because Ronda was so dominant. That's why, the next great match, I think the next month or so, Charlotte and Ronda Rousey, so
they went in. They went in. That was stiff.
But we're not talking about that one. We're talking about Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella, and like I said, it is what you would think it was. It didn't really disappoint. It didn't really wow. It was there. It was fine, but it was such a spectacular match. Just the match before, yeah, Dom, you're right. That one should have closed the show. Yeah. But for popularity and mainstream reasons, I can see why you would close with Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella.
Yeah, so Ronda Rousey, she's the winner. After that, all the women come out. They celebrating, holding hands because they just created history right here. And that's why, they're bringing it back 7 years later, Evolution 25. And, yeah, this show definitely does matter. It matters so much. I'm curious to see what Dave Meltzer's rating is for all these matches, and I just pulled it up.
Oh, boy.
Let's see. So
Who gave you that login?
Google.
Okay.
All right. Well, the tag team match between Lita and Trish Stratus versus Alicia Fox and Mickie James. He gave them
2 3/4.
2 1/4.
2 1/4. 2 and something.
Yeah, 2 1/4.
We start getting into the quarters and the thirds and the fourths. Fractions. We don't do fractions in John Lee's America.
All right. So we'll just do solid numbers. He gave them a 2.
You can still say
2.2. 2.2. 2.25.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
All right, for the women's battle royal match, he gives them, survey says
3.
Yes, 3.25.
There you go.
Io Shirai and Toni Storm, he gives them, survey says
gotta be 4.
3.5.
3.5. I would go 3.75, but hey.
Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler.
That I'll give 3.5 to.
3 1/4.
3 1/4. All right.
3.25.
I'm generous.
Yeah. The 6-woman tag, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya versus the Riot Squad. He gives them.
I bet he gave him a 2.75.
3 1/4. 3.25. I don't know how that's on the same level as Kairi and Shayna Baszler, but all right.
There's more people.
Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair.
Oof, that's. I bet he gave it a 4 and a 25, but I gave 4.50.
4.75.
Ooh, wow! Look at that.
Yeah, you were close. And then the main event, Ronda and Nikki Bella.
2.75.
Ooh, you low.
3.75.
Yeah, you low on that one.
1 whole point. So generous.
Yes. So this
trying to
show
prove a point
matters.
here. Yeah.
This show matters. Definitely go back, check it out, relive it before Evolution 25 comes out. So it's must watch. See how the women of today were 7 years ago, basically, because they're all still around.
And if you're not a fan of women's wrestling, well, what are you doing listening to this show?
And
but
we
you
have
can
2
tell.
words for you.
But no, absolutely, this show definitely does matter. It's a combination of all the things good about wrestling. It's nostalgic, it's current, it's interesting, it's relevant, it's everything. This show is a very important show in pro wrestling history, for WWE, AEW, for pro wrestling history. It is a very important show. So, by all means, if you've never seen it, you're in for a treat.
Yes. Well, next week is StrapFacts show. He chose Bash at the Beach 1998, and I'm going to go over the card.
Oh, boy, my favorite part.
Here we go. And the first match is a Ravens Rule match. We have Raven taking on Saturn.
That's it. That should be entertaining, I guess.
All right. We have Juventud Guerrero taking on Kidman.
That should be a good match.
We have Stevie Ray taking on Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Gonna pull up a Savage Eddie bathroom break.
We have a hair versus hair match. We have Eddie Guerrero taking on Chavo Guerrero Jr.
And Pokey.
We have Conan taking on the Disco Inferno.
Oh my God. Loser has to do a podcast for the rest of their life.
We have the Giant taking on Kevin Green.
Oh my God. Wow.
We have for the Cruiserweight Championship, it's a no disqualification match. We have Rey Mysterio taking on Chris Jericho.
Interesting.
For the WWE Television Championship, we have Booker T taking on Bret Hart.
Wow.
For your WWE World Heavyweight Championship, we have Goldberg taking on Kurt Hennig.
My God. That'll be fun to watch.
And your main event is a tag match. We have Hollywood Scum Hogan and Dennis the Worm Rodman taking on Diamond Dallas Page and Karl Malone.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be hot. Hot.
So my question is to you, Strap. Do you want to watch the whole damn thing, or do you want to skip a few matches?
Well, you know what? No, this is, I mean, you can argue if it's peak WCW or not, but it's definitely peak pro wrestling. So even if WCW was in a alleged creative downspin, the fans don't know it yet. It hasn't reached them yet. Goldberg just won the World Heavyweight title. Everything is hot. Everything is over. Everything works. So even if you have a Stevie Ray and someone match, you know, that's got to have some kind of intrigue. So, hey, I ain't telling you what to do, but I would watch the whole show because I would watch it from that perspective of that. Let's just see how the fans react to everyone. Is 1998 Stevie Ray just as over as LA Knight in 2025?
Hell no.
No. So, but check it out for yourself, man. Get your own star ratings and compare them against the man himself, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, I'm Notorious One. I am Dom. I'm here at StrapFacts, and we just brought to you WWE Evolution. Next week, we're going to bring to you Bash at the Beach 1998. We're going to have another guest, either BDC. Platino's been on hiatus. He'll be back soon. But we will see you guys real soon. Boom.